Today I'll teach you how to make an original cardboard sculpture. These are the materials that you'll need for this project: cardboard, scissors, Elmer's glue, acrylic paint or tempera paint, a paintbrush, newspaper, and a water cup. Oh, and one more thing, your imagination! When you're building out your ideas, you really want to start with the shape of the head. After that, start drawing the main features: the eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and eyebrows. At the end of this planning part, you're going to add additional elements. Perhaps you'll put a mustache, eyeglasses, a kind of hat, something to show this clue about the person that you're making into an abstract face sculpture. It's always good to have a few extra plans just in case the one that you start with isn't your favorite option. So you'll notice that I'm drawing several ideas and I'm giving myself time to come up with my favorite choice before moving on to the next step. I want you to do that too. It's also a good idea to only draw the main shapes instead of small details. Since these are plans for collage, you're going to be cutting out each part of the drawing separately. So remind yourself to only draw the main parts of the face without the smallest details. Now it's time to select your favorite plan. Look through all of your sketches for your favorite idea to build the sculpture. In this case, I chose the man with the mustache because I've done lots of self-portraits. I wanted to branch out and do a character that doesn't exist. I made him up for this and I want to see how I could build him out of cardboard pieces. So I looked around my house and found this box, and I'm using this one piece of cardboard to create the whole face and all the features of this man, this mustached man. You'll notice that I'm drawing out each part separately, and that gives me the chance to make the shapes big enough. So as I'm going to complete this project, I'm making sure that I have every feature drawn in a permanent pen. Instead of a permanent marker like I'm using, you could also use a pencil or something that you're really able to see while you're drawing on cardboard. So if you're using pencil, remember, press down a little more firmly so you can see those lines when you get ready to cut each part. All right, so this is your time to sketch out on the cardboard all of the features, starting with the main shapes, the face, the hair, and then you'll get your scissors and begin cutting, all right? Remember to be very careful when you're cutting with cardboard. In fact, if you have someone that could help you cut this part of the project, that would be a great idea. Always keep your hand as far away from the part that you're cutting as possible and never rush while you're cutting so you avoid any accidents. Once you have all of your pieces cut out, it's time to trade your pair of scissors for the pen or pencil again. Every time that I have cut out a shape, I'll flip that shape over, and on the opposite side, I'll write the name of that piece. You'll see that I'm writing the word mustache on the mustache, nose on the nose, eye on each part of the eye, the iris and the pupil. So I want you to do this so you won't lose any part to your project, but also so you'll know which parts will be which colors when you start painting or coloring in your cardboard. And I do recommend paint for this next step when you're done writing the names of each part of the face. But if you don't have paint, you can do other ways to finish this project up. You can leave it like a cardboard sculpture, or you could choose to color with crayons, colored pencils, something else. But notice that I'm cutting or writing my name of each object, and then I'm putting them in a container so I don't lose any part to this project. And after I put all the parts into a smaller container, I'm going to clean up my space by trimming all of the extra pieces of cardboard to usable sizes and shapes like rectangles or squares. And then I'll recycle the very small amount of excess that I had, and I'll recycle that and have a clean station for finishing touches. All right. Now it's time for you to start painting, so get ready to move to a location where you can get a little messy. I put down a piece of newspaper underneath my station, so as I painted the project, nothing got on the table itself. So notice that I'm choosing an unusual color for the face. I chose a bright pink, and the hair, I'm not wasting any paint. So I'm mixing a green into the pink to create a brown. So as I'm blending, I'm not wasting anything. I'm trying to use it all up. And as I'm blending that color, I'm also going to be painting the mustache as well as the eyebrows, so I can use the same colors and not waste anything. After I paint the main parts to my project, I'm moving on to the medium-sized shapes, such as it was a windy day when I was painting this outside. Because of the nice sun, the project dries a lot faster. So after I do the main shapes, I go on to the medium ones, such as this ear, the eyes, and the mouth. So I want you to see if you can paint your cardboard using the blending method as well as the dry brush technique for textures. You'll notice that I'm about to add some more details. And as the project is drying in the sun pretty quickly, I'm able to overlap and see the position that I'd like. So watch and learn how you can blend and create a cardboard face sculpture using these techniques. When the first layers dry, you have the chance to add some more textures over top. So I encourage you to layer more paint over top to see what kinds of textures you're able to create. Look, for example, at this. I've added some more hair texture on the mustache as well as the hair on the head, and I chose to overlap some areas, for example, the curve on the ear and also some more in the nose, like the nostrils and a shadow on the side of the nose. Once each part of the face has dried, it's time for you to arrange those shapes to choose the expression and mood of the character. I'm about to show you that when you put down the eyebrows tell the expression, the mood. So as I rearrange those eyebrows, the character can look worried, scared, surprised, upset, or even just very content with life. So I wanted to share that with you. And once you're happy with the composition, it's time to glue down the pieces. Remember, use dots of glue to attach each piece and then slightly hold down each part and count to about 15 per part so it sticks. If you don't have cardboard and paint, you could also use cereal boxes with some newspaper and look at what you can do with the colored parts of the cereal box. That's another way to do this project.